So I was wrong, guys. I should have waited for Hasbro's 30th anniversary before I started collecting the Rangers. Why is this? It's because when I first getting back into collecting, my first thought was, I want to start collecting again, right? No, that's not it. I had an idea for this channel. The channel idea originally was just to do a history of the Dragon Dagger and go on from there. So I went down a rabbit hole, thinking Bandai still owned it, because that was the last thing I saw when my kids were young and we went to Toys R Us. Was the Legacy Power Ranger Morpher and Dragon Dagger and a few other things that I wish I would have picked up then, because now they're expensive. But I regrets. I did pick up the Japanese version of the Legacy Dagger, the one from Zhu Rangers. I picked up all the other ones I could. There was only one I did not get, and that was the 1994 one. Oh, I take that back. There was one other one from the Disney years too I didn't get. I did get the one that lights up and makes those weird sounds. But when I found out that Bandai was not owning Power Rangers anymore and Hasbro was, I found that Dragon Dagger. And I did not buy it immediately because they wanted like $200-300 for it. And I'm thinking to myself, it's retail, right? Retail is like $74, I think, at the time. Or maybe it was a little bit less, but when it came back out, it was like $75 or something like that. And I said, you know what? I can just wait on it. I can wait. I don't think it's ever going to be re-released, but certainly the price is going to drop on eBay. But luckily for me, Entertainment Earth got a pre-order and I hit it up real fast. Now, I know what you're probably saying. Why did you go with Super 7? Well, because I saw this on YouTube.
Articulated 7-inch figures, what maybe a lot of you guys don't know, what I know, is that their sculpted is based on the Toei photos. They are not sculpted on the American photos. So basically, they're Super Sentai. So anyone's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Now, when they give you a head, they sculpt that head based on the American actor. But the suit, the design, the monsters, just the folds of the fabric are Super Sentai inspired.
And my first thought was, holy crap, I love Zhu Rangers. And that's what it was the Rangers' heads from Power Rangers on these Zhu Ranger bodies. Now, I didn't understand articulation, because I was old school Power Rangers when I first started. And articulation wasn't even a term in my mind. Now, when I started collecting, I thought these guys had really good articulations. Then I saw people comparing them to Hasbro and realizing that Hasbro has more articulation. And I was trying to figure out, what is articulation so special about? Well, also, I'm going to throw you back a little bit. Because back then, Hasbro couldn't sell me on anything because, they didn't have the Rangers. But stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to explain something to you that makes mine just blow. It's a history back to Power Rangers. But back to the Power Rangers topic. So, I love the Dragon Dagger. That was awesome when I got it. Tommy's Master Morpher is a piece of history to my heart. Now, you're probably asking yourself, you didn't collect Hasbro originally. Why did you buy this stuff? Why did you buy Dino Thunder Black? Why did you buy the Korg? Why did you buy some of these other things that you're not even collecting? Well, the short answer is, 1, Ninja Turtles, the Green Ranger Shredder. I love Turtles, as you know. I love Power Rangers. I thought that was an awesome crossover. Unfortunately, getting the other sets of those is still a little pricey in my opinion. Not as pricey as Super 7, but what I'm going through right now in my life is a little pricey. Now, when I got these Master Morpher, it's because it was all about nostalgia. And when I started this channel, after I started collecting the Dragon Daggers, my sister called me and said JDF passed away. By the way, happy birthday, JDF. I know this video came out late. So anyways, again, stay tuned to the end for the special report. So I think Hasbro has a good product. And I think I was very judgmental on those reviews because they pissed me off with, they're not keeping the core team. And at the time, it was the 7. I still wanted the 7. I wanted all of them, green, white, all of them. But I didn't have the ability to buy those. The only one they had was the metallic White Ranger. And I was like, no, I want just a standard White Ranger at that point. And They couldn't have it. They couldn't have it. And then I saw the Brian Flynn, preview for Wave 1 of Power Rangers. And I was like, just fell in love with it. I was like, that's awesome. And they're just doing just Power Rangers, right? No Boom Comics, no anything special, just Power Rangers, right? Well, was I wrong? As we know, they're doing Broken Skull, and it's a hit. They're coming out, and I think that's awesome. But it is not TV show. It is Boom Comics. I did not realize that. Now, Hasbro's done Boom Comics, Lord Draken. As you know, I have that too. Because before I bought it, I didn't know that character was kind of controversial with JDF. But the thing is, it's a great character. The Super 7 one looks just like it. So what am I doing here? Why am I spending $55 on these action figures? And honestly, it's because they came with all sorts of stuff that Hasbro's didn't. Hasbro had very little. These had a lot, and I could get them. I didn't have to wait. But when I saw those 30th anniversary ones, my mind was like, I'm going to go collect them, right? And I just stopped. I was like, wait, I have that. That's not what I need. Now, I should have picked them up. But now Playmates owns Power Rangers, and they're going to be releasing the Core 6, Core 7, whatever. Now, there was only one product really I did not want, and that was the Megazord and the Dragonzord from Hasbro, because to me, there was too many bad reviews and so expensive. Should I have picked them up? No, because it's not for me. I do like my Super 7 Megazord. It looks fantastic. But overall, there's nothing wrong with Super 7. Now, I really wish I did more research ahead of time to find out there's other companies like Mezco. Mezco's Power Rangers look fantastic. The head sculpts are wonderful, just like the Hasbro ones are. I was wrong to choose Super 7. I should have just waited. Now, I don't really like the Super 7 aliens, as they called it back in the day. I just don't. I don't like the way they look. I think they just don't have enough detail. So I probably would have still collected the Super 7 aliens. And you don't see much, alien bad guys from the other companies. I don't think I've seen any Mezco. I don't think I've seen any 3-0 besides the Party Patroller. So it's Hasbro or Super 7. I think Super 7 makes a better alien. I think Hasbro makes a better Power Ranger overall. A lot of people don't like the ab cut on these Super 7 ones. Doesn't bother me, but it bothers a lot of people. Yes, the overall look of the Hasbro ab cut is better, I'll admit. Now, as you know, guys, that I have really, to this day, nothing wrong with Hasbro. I actually feel bad for the Hasbro collectors because the Lightning Collection has ended. And it sucks because the quality of these figures kind of went downhill. And Super 7 now is going downhill. So what is the point of collecting these lines now? To finish out a core team? Fine, they did that. To finish out the alien core team? No one's ever done that. Because they're still missing Scorpina, Super 7 is, Squad and Baboon. Now, you haven't even seen Squad and Baboon in the Hasbro line either. Why are they doing this? I'm trying to figure out, why do companies start this type of stuff and never finish it? We got Imagination X that had a Squad and Baboon, Scorpina. But those things are so tiny and they don't match up anywhere. I don't even know what Bandai did. I will look that up. And if I see a picture of it, I'll put it up here. But, as you see on my thumbnails, I've done a lot of Hasbro stuff. And I was very judgmental about it because I was mad. So I would love to go back and revisit that stuff. Redo the review on all these and make them better. But unfortunately, there's really no point in that because it's like a second opinion because my outlook has changed. But I'd rather you guys see the organic videos where I was still kind of frustrated with Hasbro. So I'm going to show you the thumbnails here. Certain ones, and then I will make cards so you guys can click on it at the end of this video. But the thing is, I think my favorite one of them all is this guy. Because by the time I got this guy, my mindset was a little bit different. And yes, I did the flip head one, but that was a whole different situation. I wanted to get that one to compare it to the other ones, and that video took off fantastic. And thank you guys for watching that video. You guys are the best. But what else could I say? I was wrong. I should have waited for the 30th anniversary. This line of Super 7 has basically flopped in a way because it doesn't finish out the core. Now, they can make a few other things for this that I won't see ever coming. They could make a Titanus that has an open base. They can make two more Zords figuration. They can make the Megazord or the Dragon Zord on top, or they can make the Dragon Zord in battle mode. And that would be fantastic. Would I buy them? I'm on the fence about that. Now, if they made a Titanus, then I would buy Dragon Zord in battle mode. So you can just add the two together if it was a possibility. Bada bing, bada boom. It's not a thinker. It's just you do it. And as you see some of the things they do, like the Turtle Band, that thing's $500. So think about if they made a Titanus, that's gonna be like $500-$600 easily, unless they do like a vinyl / heavy plastic like they did with the Dungeons and Dragons character. But I don't see them doing that either, unfortunately. I would love to see them finish this out because, as you guys know, I do own King Sphinx, but he doesn't really belong there. I think in the show he does end up in the Moon Palace for a small bit, but I really just want to finish this out. I'm going to be moving on to Turtles soon because those remastered 1988 Turtles are fantastic, and it just got me down another rabbit hole. Again, Playmates. Playmates toys are affordable. Even their high-end articulated toys like the new Turtles is more like a collector line for adults that love Ninja Turtles. And even though they're not saying collectors, they're pretty much a collector line. So think about what they're going to do with the Power Ranger line. They're going to do probably a 2 line, but I'm really hoping that this new Super 7 Deluxe Hasbro exclusive is not the new Hasbro line, because God, that's going to kill everybody, because that Super 7 still is doing the same map crunch, same body, and giving you very little for the same price of $35. Is $35 bad? No, but it's not worth it. The details are not there with the belt buckle or something. And they're going to mess it up just because it's going to be a Hasbro exclusive. I can't help it. I know those ones are based off the old, I think they were a 12-inch figure back in the day. But still, I just don't see it. I don't see them selling very well. And they're still up for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse. And yeah, I pre-ordered the White Ranger because it's canon. It's canon to Season 3. The rest of them are canon too, but they're just not as detailed as I would like. The White Ranger one has the correct belt buckle. So it's 100% canon, cheap price, good. I know you could have bought the White Ranger, Metallic White Ranger cheaper from Hasbro, but at the time, I didn't think about it. So again, that's that Hasbro versus Super 7 thing again, because Hasbro had it. I didn't think about it being canon to the TV show. And I was still at that Sentai mindset, not at the JDF mindset. So, on the bottom shelf here, and I'll take a picture and put it up here too, there is that JDF section. And I'm going to probably just fill it out. I got this guy. Got the White Ranger coming, the metallic one. I got Lord Draken. Now, I know those are going to be different sizes, the metallic one. But, again, I did see, the Spirit of the Dragon 2-pack on eBay for like $25. I'm probably gonna go pick that up when I get paid too. Just finish out the bottom as a JDF section, because it's not gonna cost that much to do. But could I do it with all the Hasbro products? Yeah. Do I really want to do it with the Hasbro products? Actually, yes, I do, because I think they're gonna look better down there. And I have a few of them, so. But let's get into this special topic here. And this is kind of mind-blowing because we all know what the Morphin Masters are, right? Okay, so if you're a big fan of the Boom comics and stuff, everybody thinks the Morphin Masters come from the Boom comics. No, I've been watching the MMPR show lately, and I'm going to show you a clip right here.
An ancient tale that dates back to when the battle between good and evil began. Millions of years ago, ancient sorcerers who called themselves the Morphing Masters hid a universe of power within 2 mystic power eggs. By casting the eggs into the sea, the sorcerers believed that their ancient ancestors would look down on the eggs and protect them from universal danger.
So yeah, in that episode, of course that's Sentai footage. You know, the dinosaur eggs and them putting them in the water. But did you hear what he said? The Morphin Masters. So Boom Comics is not the first one to do it. It's actually from the original TV show. The Morphin Masters are those little Japanese kids putting the eggs in the water. How do we go from that to this? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Leave comments. Let me know what you think about the Morphin Masters out there and how they kind of change over the time. And oh, don't forget, check out this video here. I'll see you in my next video.